Day 26. I'm feeling really, really free. Really, I don't want to say connected to myself because I feel freer than that. I feel like little traps in my brain have left quite a bit. Like the idea of even trying to connect with myself is gone at the moment because I'm just here. You know that ridiculous picture that every spiritual person has of them topless aiming out at the beach with their arms out? Like you'll just see like every person doing this and they're in like either a field or they're on top of a mountain, but you see the back of them and they're shirtless and their arms are out. It's like every spiritual book cover and every person who goes to festivals, their arms are out and that's what my brain feels like, what they're doing. Like inside of my head right now, I got like a little brainstem doing that. Like it's right now my brainstem is making a profile picture of its arms out and then the other parts of my brain are looking at it annoyed. Like how overrated is that? So anyway, let me explain to you what I'm experiencing and what also has come up for me. Um, I think, and maybe it's just me, but I think the highest excitement we have, the most important thing to us, is to feel freedom, to feel free. And I don't mean like the America, we're a free country thing. In fact, I think you could feel ultimate freedom while being in prison for years and years and years. And to me, there's always different ways we feel freedom or freer based on whatever level we're at. For instance, if you're in your head and you live in the past and you're just constantly feeling guilty about something you did, or you're constantly worried about something, or you're just feeling bad, then being excited about something in the future will make you feel freer than before. So your bar is here, you're just constantly in your head. Now, that's a prison. You realize that, right? When you're miserable, that's the realest prison. Everyone's scared of going to jail, but everyone's totally content and totally used to living in a brain jail. And I heard someone say once the worst thing to be is not free when you think you are. Because it's the second you can identify that you're free, that you're not free, that you'll do everything you can to get out of it. So, for instance, if you have an animal in a cage, it'll try to get out. But if you threw a ton of candy in the cage, it's going to want to go after the candy and it won't even notice that there's a prison. So with us, make our candy Facebook and CNN and sports and not necessarily those things, but our obsession with those things. Those are our candy to keep us from seeing the inner freedom that we can access. I'm on day 26 of just closing my eyes and identifying all of these little cages that are inside my head. And most of us live with these cages there, and then we're all seeking freedom externally. So we need our situations to change because then I'm free. I need my house to be totally clean and then I'm freer. Or I need my house to be able to be dirty and then I'm freer. I need to be single and then I'm free. I need to be in a relationship and then I'm free. I need to, we need to know that our country's safe and then we're free. We need to be able to do whatever we want to do externally and we're free. An addiction can temporarily make me free. Like if I'm in my head, what does food do? It gets me into the moment, and in the moment I'm free. So we are all sitting here we're all seeking freedom, but we can only seek it at the level that we understand that we're not free. And most of us were born into this world where we immediately were not free in our head. So our brain is always in the past and future, and our brain is controlling us, and we're not free. If you get into a relationship, you could get really excited, but all of a sudden you might not feel free. I know I've had this for years. I might not feel free because now my happiness is based on what she does. So I'm a total slave to that, right? I'm a total victim to what she does. And that's not the way to enter a relationship either. So when we get really excited, we're saying, you're my source of happiness. Now, whatever you do runs me. So that's why we start controlling people. We're like, don't do this, because I won't feel free because I've actually literally handed you all of my power. And what I'm discovering after 26 days of closing my eyes for 2 hours a day is the freedom that we're seeking in all of those external things. We'll never actually feel the permanent freedom until we go inward, because we are actually in prison. And we're in a mental form of slavery. And I'm not saying there's a conspiracy to do it. I'm not saying that there was people that are, I'm not blaming that. This isn't a conspiracy thing. I'm saying people are actually trapped in their head, whether it was accidental or on purpose or whatever. And I will say it benefits people that are selling a lot to have you feeling like you're incomplete. You can get people to buy things they don't need because the product will make them feel complete. But as you keep accessing your true freedom and breaking away the closest thing you can identify, that's the thing that's enslaving you, your past, your future, your story, your desire for a parent's love versus your own love, you suddenly discover that they are the actual place that you weren't free. And as you identify them, they leave, and you access a little more actual freedom, real freedom. And we love movies like Shawshank Redemption because it's the search for freedom. And that guy did the inner work and dug the cave for years or whatever, and then climbs out. I'm doing that for real in here too. Like, I'm slowly digging away at little pieces of the wall behind the poster of the woman like he had in the movie, and I'm going and I'm tunneling through, and I'm seeking my heart, doing that shot in Shawshank Redemption where it's raining on him and his arms are open. Arms open is a big freedom point. That's all that means. Arms open outside means I'm free. So my heart is starting to go figuratively outside, and it's at like here because it's starting to see that. So we are here to feel free and connected to all that we are. And you can get freedom through connection. You can get freedom through all kinds of different things. But until you free the real thing, you are always going to be searching externally forever and trying to find different sources of freedom. And you'll think it's in the next relationship, or repairing the last, or getting the new job, or letting go of the old one, or going back to the old one, or creating your own company. And I've gotten to experiment and have a lot of external of the freedoms. I've gotten to have top Comedy Central specials and amazing relationships and lots of money and all kinds of different things in my past, and traveled while I did it, and I wasn't fulfilled. I feel more fulfilled now than when I found out I had a top Comedy Central special. Like, I feel so fulfilled from doing the real inner work. And I promise you that when you free yourself internally, lots of external things will start to free themselves for you. You'll find that people won't want to control you when you're free. They'll be inspired, and they'll want to be free too, and you'll love each other based on the two of your freedom, and your freedom will help your income, because you won't be a slave to the sale and be too scary to the people, and you'll be free and they'll want to connect with you and they'll trust you because you're actually coming from a place of sincerity, and it can help your business, and you won't have any addiction because you're seeking freedom in your addiction, and if you're actually free it won't work. So your escape to the future as hope will be unnecessary because you're freer here. Like, it feels better to be here and free than just like fantasizing about some future thing. Now imagine how much that could add up exponentially each day, and how much it would impact the future thing as I practice my freedom every day and bring it into that. We're seeking true freedom, and we've for years been doing it externally. It's like trying to change your body by changing your clothes over and over and over. Eventually, you got to go to the gym. So, day 26.